Hello,
Yo,
welcome,
what up?
and hi.
¿Cómo estás?
This is John and Jamin. Eamon.
Yeah.
And this is week 9.
Week 9.
This is week 9. And, boy, have we got a lineup for you today. Eamon, tell them about it, my friend.
Well, John and I are gonna huff a bunch of chemicals that are in this
Yeah,
garage here, so.
Like, where does that smell coming from? Like, I'm really wondering.
Yeah. I just smelled that right before we started.
I know. Where did that... Is that because I opened the cap on the diesel additive?
It's fine, we'll just get a little
Oh, it
lightheaded.
is. I left it open. Okay, I sealed it.
We'll just get a little lightheaded, it'll be good for ratings.
Alright, I think we're good now.
Cool.
Anyway, last weekend was interesting, right?
Pretty interesting.
Well, did anything interesting even happen?
USC got
USC
demolished by Notre Dame.
That just tells you right now, fire, Clay, Helton. Fire, Clay, Helton.
Michigan got obliterated by Penn State.
We kind of knew that was coming.
Kind of, but it's still always a little bit.
I mean, when you have a stalk of corn playing quarterback, what do you expect? He doesn't have any arms.
He does not. He's all kernels and
He's 100% Colonel, baby.
he's 100% kernel.
He's 100% Colonel. You know what Penn State did? They popped him.
Oh.
They popped that Colonel, baby.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Getting the corn jokes out early this week.
I'm sorry. That smell is still...
John, that was a corny joke.
That was a corny joke.
Wow. Yeah, I think the chemicals really are getting to us.
Yeah, seriously. Where are they?
Dude, it's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone. I think we're okay.
I think those are the two biggest outcomes of last week. Cal lost a thriller to Arizona.
OT, double OT.
Yeah, and people debate whether or not it was great to go for 2 in the double overtime. I think it was admirable. It was gutsy. Just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Because there was no way Cal was stopping Khalil Tate. They hadn't throughout that overtime, and they weren't going to continue to. So
it makes me sad.
I know it was a great game that ended in a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean,
heartbreak fashion.
What do you say to that? I don't know.
I don't know. But this week we've got some more good ones coming up.
Yeah, we are kicking things off on Saturday. There's nothing good on Thursday or Friday. Number 11, Oklahoma State at WVU. Number 22 at 9 a.m. We've put OK State in a lot of previews.
So yeah, some of the shine is off them now that they've lost a game, and Mason Rudolph isn't getting quite the Heisman hype, but they're still They're still a very potent offense. They got a bunch of great receivers, and West Virginia's no slouch either. This is a good start to your Saturday.
Absolutely.
Big 12, a couple of Big 12 powerhouses.
Yeah, was it West Virginia that that had only lost 2 games and they were both extremely close?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm trying to jog my memory. No, sorry, that was G-Tech, but probably also WVU. I don't know. Anyway, Eamon needs to check out baseball scores. We're in the World Series right now. It's game 2.
I'm checking this. Yeah, go Astros. By the way, my Astros. Been a long time fan.
Yeah, I love that tweet I retweeted from Treballins the other day. I was like, can't believe my Astros made it to the World Series.
I've been a fan since
he changed his icon to the Astros thing.
I've been a fan since birth, you guys.
Yeah.
Both losses for West Virginia were both just by a touchdown.
Yeah, so this is bound to be a good one.
And both to ranked teams, so yeah, this will be a good one.
The Big 12,
especially at West Virginia. Oklahoma State's favored by 7.5, but I bet this one will be
tighter than that.
Be a really close one.
The Big 12 is going to spend the rest of this season eviscerating themselves. Baylor's going to beat somebody who has a shot at a decent bowl game and ruin their chances.
I'm not convinced of that. I think Baylor's...
No, they are.
I think Baylor's going for that the 0-12 year or 0-11 year, and they'll get the death sentence.
This is the Big 12. That means Big Falls, baby. Big Falls. We didn't preview it, but I think Oklahoma State could blow it. Wait, have they already played? Oh no, they almost blew it last week. Texas could blow it.
Texas? You think Texas could blow it at Baylor?
Oh yeah.
We don't even need to talk about that game. Baylor's a trash fire.
All right, they are a trash fire, and deservedly
so. For this game, 4 stars?
3.5.
All
Wait,
right.
no, 4. Yeah, 4. I'm gonna give it 4. I'm giving it 4.
Who is this? Who are you? What have you done with John?
I'm just high as hell right now, probably.
Yeah, the fumes, baby.
The fumes,
baby.
We move on to another 9 a.m. game.
Another Big 12 showdown.
Yeah, this is number 4 TCU undefeated.
One of the few remaining undefeated teams.
At number 25 Iowa State. We were trying to think of a good slang term for the stadium. I think I came up with a few good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Field of Dreams.
It's pretty good.
Field of Corn. Crop Circle. The Crop Circle.
What about the corn maze?
The Corn Maze, yeah. I think when Eamon was getting up to get his burger, I think I said just signs. We just call it signs. That's it.
Starring Bruce Willis.
Yeah. No, I think Mel Gibson's in that one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think it's Gibson.
Why did I think Bruce Willis?
But anyway, Iowa State's beaten some decent teams. They beat fucking Oklahoma, which was...
They beat Oklahoma. That was wild. And they put a hurting on Texas Tech, too. I mean, who holds Texas Tech under 14 points?
Nobody.
But they also lost to Texas and Iowa, so they also can throw a clunker at you sometimes.
Yeah. Well, when they lost to Iowa, it was at home and it was close, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Iowa State's hard to take it.
44-41 in overtime.
And when they beat Oklahoma, correct me if I'm wrong. No, that was on the road.
It was on the road.
Oh, wow.
So this will be.
Don't
another
get me started
good one.
on that.
This is a real test for TCU. They're kind of in the gauntlet of their schedule right now.
Yeah,
this is the start of their gauntlet.
This is a hard one, right?
No.
Wait,
yeah, this is the first of like 3 or 4 straight tough games.
There's some team that has 3. Oh, it's Penn State who has 3 ranked opponents in a row.
So they're playing Iowa State, then Texas next week, and then Oklahoma, then Texas Tech. So not all ranked, but all like, decently tough games.
The big one's the Oklahoma one, assuming they win this one.
Yeah. So the Horned Frogs.
Well, actually, even if they lose this game, the Oklahoma game is still big because they're both 1 loss.
Definitely.
And the Big 12, as we know, is still too stupid to have a championship game. So,
I'm gonna give this one
4.
4.5.
I'm gonna stick with 4.
Okay,
I have my doubts. And
I always love watching these two teams. I don't know why. I don't even have reasoning
really
for it. I just do.
Iowa State's a bunch of corn people, and they're big.
They are a bunch of corn people.
Moving on to 12.
And I say that with love.
Yes, and we say that with love. Moving on to 12:30.
Was it the corn cob? Was that what we were calling the stadium?
The coblet. Like goblet. Wait, gauntlet, like gauntlet, but the coblet.
Let's move on.
Another Notre Dame game at 12:30. How did they get 2 home games in a row?
Turns out Notre Dame is actually pretty damn good this year.
I refuse to believe that until they beat this team. This is
NC State?
Number 14, NC State, goes to Notre Dame, who are ranked number 9 because their name is Notre Dame. And
hey man, they've beaten some good teams this year.
USC's not a good team. They played Georgia hella close, but we were just talking about how Georgia hasn't played anybody anyway.
Other than Notre Dame.
Yeah. So, but I think Georgia's just not that good. Sorry, Bulldog fans, I'm sorry.
John tends to not think that any teams are good.
All teams are bad.
Alabama is good, the rest of them are bad.
That is exactly it. That's exactly it. No, Alabama's good, TCU's good, Clemson's good, but they don't have a good quarterback this year. And I don't know, some other team's good. I can't even remember. Oh, Penn State. Yeah, those guys are all right.
Good. So Notre Dame, if they can get through this one, and if they can get through Wake Forest, which they should pretty easily.
Yeah.
Their biggest one is at Miami. That's going to be on November 11th. That's
Catholics versus Cons.
I really hope Miami is still undefeated going into that game.
And it's not in South Bend, you bitches.
I really hope that Miami is still undefeated going into that game. And Notre Dame still 1 loss. That'll be a great one.
So hyped for that. That's the weekend before my birthday. I'm so fucking hyped.
Yeah. John's going to be drunk all week.
I'm going to be hammered all week at work.
Let's
taking a vacation day, baby. Let's keep running hard.
I'm going to give that one 4 stars.
Oh, fine. I'll give it 4. I'll give it 4 because I'll admit Notre Dame's decent enough to stick with these guys, and it'll be a tight game. Moving on to the game of the day, 12:30 p.m. Also, so you have all these good games at 12:30.
Yeah, lots to choose from.
Number dose, Pennington Stattleberry at Oklahoma State University.
Ohio.
Oh, Ohio State University. Never heard of them.
Yeah. The fuck eyes, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think that's I think that's correct. Sorry, folks, but I'm not even gonna say it, but no. Anyway, this is gonna be a decent one because it's at Ohio State.
Yeah, Penn State is certainly got to be motivated for this game. As I was telling you earlier, I mean, we all remember they beat Ohio State last year in Happy Valley at home, and yet at the end of the year, Ohio State still wound up in the playoff ahead of them. So this year they've got to be thinking, okay, well, now we're gonna beat you in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have no excuse.
We're gonna. I
leave
predict,
no doubt.
I predict some sad Papa John's.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Leave no doubt.
Leave no doubt. I predict some sad Papa John's eating. That's what I predict, folks.
God, I can only hope.
Urban Meyer in the depths of the stadium.
That still may be the happiest I've ever been.
Oh man, that game! I will never forget that game. I was actually like that. That made that improved my day.
Although now that I know that Papa John's pizza isn't terrible, it makes it slightly less enjoyable. I thought he was eating some like craptastic pizza.
I mean, it was cold, probably.
Probably was cold. That's true.
Anyway,
4.5, man.
4.5 for me as well. That's gonna be something. Freaking install a seatbelt on your couch and hold on.
And I'll get to watch it. I thought it was a night game, but it's a day game, so I'll get to watch it in its
game.
entirety. Yeah. Let's go.
And then let's cruise on to the 5 p.m. game, which is going to be Georgia Tech at number 7 Clemson. Georgia Tech was a team that I pointed out has lost its games by a grand total of 3 points.
Yeah,
lost one game by 1 point, one by 2 points.
They're in pretty much every game. And they have the triple option offense that is the Amish style offense that nobody really knows how to approach.
Bunch of big dudes. No?
Just like 3 guys, you don't know who's gonna run it, and you're like running it 70 times a game or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So every team, it seems like people are always surprised, and like it takes a while for them to figure out how to defend it. So, Clemson could be no different.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Dabo does not have the defense that he once had for this one, so looking forward to it. I'm going to give it a 3.5 because I do have fears that it is at Clemson.
That's a good. I'll give it a 3.5 as well.
Yeah,
Clemson might be looking to bounce back and finish their season strong.
Yeah,
after the Syracuse embarrassment, they had a week off, and now I'm sure they'll be trying to remind everybody why they're still the best, or they should be.
They're going to come in hard. I'm not going to tell you to go out of your way and watch this game, but it's up there, 3.5.
3.5.
G-Tech's a tough cookie. Next up at 6:30, now we get into the fucking night games. WSU, number 15, at Arizona. Arizona just beat Cal.
Great game, and you know what? Khalil Tate is the fucking truth, man. Like, I don't know what they were doing not starting him at the beginning of the season, but this guy is unbelievably hard to stop.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
He's not a great passer. He's decent, but he is unstoppable when he takes off running. So,
but Arizona's going to have a hell of a harder time because they got 3 turnovers out of Bowers, or 2?
2, I think.
2. So they're going to have a hell of a time with, and those were game decisive turnovers, right?
It's one of them, more or less. Yeah. I mean, they still got to overtime.
So this is going to be a little more challenging for Arizona. You're running up against probably the best offense in the North, right up there with Washington. Washington has a better defense than WSU. I think WSU is the best offense in the North.
Sure. They're good.
I don't know.
They're good.
They're good. They're up there.
They're good.
I don't know. Don't ask me for stats.
That Cal game sort of soured me on them.
They just didn't show much. What my dad pointed out to me was that you're doing a night game on the road on a Friday night. And you're coming in against you're coming in against an unranked team.
I gotta find unrelated, but I gotta find Mike Leach talking about his encounter with a bunch of goths in a cemetery.
What the fuck?
I'll show you that later.
Okay, show me that one later.
This should be a pretty fun game. I'll give it 4 stars, man.
I'm gonna give it 3.5, just because I think WSU might blow their socks off even on the road.
Fair.
I have faith in the Leach.
Fair.
me doing
John's doing cocaine.
No, it's a Leech impression.
Oh.
I have faith in the Leech. Mike Leach. Moving on to this. This is the Fuck You Larry Scott game.
The nightcap, the after dark game.
The how the fuck did we're a Power 5 conference, you fucking assholes. Have you forgotten? 7:45.
Ridiculous.
We're Power 5.
Soon they're gonna be starting games at
dickheads.
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, this is
starting next season.
I'm starting a petition now. Fuck this shit.
And this isn't a bad. This is a pretty decently important game too.
This is the game that decides the South. The
essentially,
Pac-12 South.
essentially, yeah.
This is number 21 USC at ASU.
And this is where we get to see if USC's gonna roll up and die after getting exposed at Notre Dame, or if they're gonna. And Darnold, I think, was hurt in that game. I don't know if I think he's probably gonna play in this one, but
yeah, I think he is too.
But yeah, ASU has shown that when they're at home, especially, they can beat some teams. Like they beat Oregon at home, they beat Washington at home, held Washington to 7 points.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, they're a tough team, and USC's thrown out some clunkers in recent weeks. So I could see this one being a real close one.
And you have to remember this: USC's not dead if they lose this game, but they fall into the not enviable position of hoping that ASU loses some of their final games.
Yeah,
and then
so
hoping that they win all their final games.
Yeah, if Arizona State wins this game, both they and USC will be 3-loss teams heading into the final part of the year. And let's take a look
they're
at
the
the
only
Pac-12
contenders
South
for the South.
standings. Pretty much, yeah. Where it is? There we go.
A little bit.
Yeah, so, well, them and Arizona as well. Arizona's thrown themselves into the mix now.
Yeah, true. By beating Cal, Arizona has... I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, Arizona.
Sorry about that,
so
folks.
that's also an important game, that Washington State
A
at
lot of
Arizona.
Arizona fans are upset with us now.
Yeah, well, they can fuck off.
Yeah, they can't fuck off. I believe Arizona State beat them, though, right?
Who?
Has that game not happened yet?
Arizona State?
Yeah.
That's at the end of the year.
That's at the end of the year. Okay, well, that might decide the South.
It just might.
But this is going to decide if USC stays in the race for the South. So,
yep.
If they win, it's going to be USC Arizona for the South. If
assuming everything
everything else, yeah. So this really just would eliminate USC.
It's an important fork in the road.
It is an important fork in the road. I think that's what we referred to it as.
Yeah.
So, watch that one, even though it's late. Everybody's going to play
what else
the
do you
game.
have to do on a Saturday night?
Yeah, it's a big game.
I'll be at a Halloween party after I get off of work.
On a Friday? I mean Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Saturday.
I'll be working till probably midnight and then going to a Halloween party. I'm going to be dead the next day.
You are going to be unconscious.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been it. I'm John.
I'm Wilmer Valderrama.
And that has been your college football preview. Good night. Blessed be thy you.
Keep it lit.
And as always...
Keep it lit.
and later.